Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are working on getting our economy up to scratch. And we're doing much better on the energy credits now that we've managed to dock up our navy. That is a good thing, but that of course is still going to be problematic for us if we need to undock our navy. So that's definitely a thing that we need to work on. Looking through all of our planets here, let's see if there's anything that really needs to be done at this moment. The answer is not particularly. We're at 2109 pops. Now we're up to 2112. So that was 3 additional pops on that month tick. That is pretty solid. Were those all immediately put to work? Most likely, the answer is yes. Yeah, that's definitely the answer. Okay, so that is fine for the moment. Now, the question is, what's the price on alloys? It is very low. We'll buy a few of those. Looks good. And now, of course, we need to work specifically on exotic gases. Unity, I suspect, will be fixed by our Mega Art installation. If I recall correctly, those generate Unity, right? I'm pretty sure they do. Consumer goods are a significant issue at this time. No doubt about that. And we're a bit low on our alloy count as well. And both of those are, of course, going to be influenced by running out of minerals. So that is going to be a significant issue, ultimately. We really need one of these locations to start developing into some sort of, well, we've got like a mining station here, right? What I'd really like to see, we can go to a site of revitalization center, but what I'd really like to see in these areas is starting to fill out these jobs. That's what's desperately needing to happen at this moment. We need to fill the jobs that we have, and then we can start putting in new jobs, specifically targeted at the sort of things that we need. Now we've got this mining station here, and you can see we've got 4 medical workers, we've got a politician, and no clerks, and 4 miners. Okay, I mean, that's something. We can upgrade this mineral purification hub, and that will produce additional minerals. It will produce 4 additional minerals, but that's still good. We do need to buy in a few additional minerals. So we'll do that. We're going to run out of minerals eventually, yes. So we need to work on these minerals, no doubt about that. Why do you have devastation? Probably because of a shroud storm, yes. Okay, that'll do the trick. So that's understood. A big issue right now is consumer goods. There's no doubt about that. We can activate a relic, and how are we doing on minor artifacts? We're actually doing pretty okay on minor artifacts. So do we want to activate the rubricator? Well, I think the answer is yes, and I want to do lateral artifacting. We also want to activate both of those. There we go. And then we're going to do the Omni Codex, which will spawn us additional 3 pops. So that'll be good, bringing us up to 2119 pops. So that's fantastic. We are continuing to slowly work on that. Now, the exotic gas shortage is reducing our minerals from jobs by 5%. So that will help matters here once that exotic gas shortage goes away. So that's absolutely understood, but what we really need here is population. Population is absolutely the biggest issue. Now, the ISS Sailing Seabird is currently done in Trinic, and let's take a look here. Yep, that looks complete. So we need to head over to Abtrabon then. We'll just build a mega structure here. This will be a Habitat Central Complex, and this is going to further exacerbate some of these issues, but that's fine. We're slowing down on our habitat construction, and ultimately that is going to be a very good thing. Okay, so we can see here that our shortage is now gone. And we can see that that's putting us at currently 643 alloy production, 749 energy credits, minus 101 on minerals, minus 296 on consumer goods. Okay, so that is all absolutely understood. I do want to go to one of these planets, like, say, Volmar Prime here. Okay, that's already got one. I want to find one of these that does not have an ancient refinery and put in an ancient refinery. That'll be fine. Now I want a second one. So that has an ancient refinery already. We can put one in here. Okay, so with both of those going in, we're going to be interested in getting those over to exotic gas jobs. But for now, we
Spaceborne
don't
life
really
form
have any of that ready to go.
encountered.
So we can see here, we are actually currently at even on exotic gases. Okay, that's good. We know that we're going to need more exotic gases. So minus 70 on minerals, not too bad. Minus 238 on consumer goods, that is a considerable issue. So that's understood. We need to continue to let our population grow. We're up to 2125 in population now. So our population is definitely growing at a pretty okay rate. But they're all getting immediately put to work, which means that we're not able to we could specifically focus them, but it would be at the cost of other things. I would like to simply get these existing jobs filled and then start focusing them in some of these areas. Unity, I don't think is a big one to concern us with at this moment. Consumer goods absolutely is. So we would need to find a location like... Actually, here is an okay location for that. There are 11 jobs available here, and that's definitely a concern. Yeah, there's 11 jobs open here. There's a generator station here. This is another okay location to make into a consumer goods production location. But look at this. There are 6 available jobs right now. 4 gas extractor jobs. That's interesting. Okay, well, those will get filled up eventually. And you can see we just have open jobs on literally every single planet. We need to fill these, and that'll put us at some position as far as all of this goes. What that position is, I don't know. That'll be interesting to find out. Now, we just finished our habitat complex down here. That means that we need to send out our colonization bugs, which we will definitely do. And we have this Astral Rift event. Okay, we'll break through the floor. And we need to go into Weed Baril here and get... This is not going to be very many, is it? But we do need to get some orbitals done here. So we'll put in a major orbital here. This is going to be a minor orbital, followed by a major orbital. And then we're going to come down over here. This is going to be a major and a minor. But I think that's all there is in Weed Baril. So that'll be absolutely okay. We're now up to 2128 pops, so we're definitely 2129 pops. We're definitely seeing our population growing significantly, and that's very, very good. We could grab interstellar assemblies. Sure, why not? That'll be fine. And I want to continue to repeatedly check through our planetary constructions here because our population is growing fairly quickly, and I want to make sure that we're putting these to work. We do not want idle pops. So if we get idle pops, we definitely want to deal with it. But we're not quite there yet. We have so many open jobs. I wish there was something like in this tooltip that told us our number of open jobs. That would be very useful information. For sure. There are similar sorts of tooltips in Victoria in particular, and I'd like to see that in Stellaris. That would be a very, very useful piece of information. Unfortunately, that does not currently exist, so here we are. So no real point in going through all of this right now. We do see a mineral purification hub finishing up here. There are 27 available jobs in this location, and that's about to go up. But if we look at the population here, we can see that this is definitely growing pretty quickly. 5.34% per month at this moment. So on this last month's tick, we did not have any pops grow. That is unfortunate. But we would definitely be interested in doing that. Now we have 16k alloys at this time. And I'd like to come over to the, let's see, Pennick is done, I believe. Done here. Yeah, we're on the Hell's Maw station. So that's fine. I actually want to go all the way back to the top here. And I want to make sure that these are, that's all the orbital docks there. I want to make sure that these are all complete because we've had some change on this, right? So we definitely know that some of this is going to potentially need work, but it looks like it doesn't. So that's fine. So we can do the Hell's Maw station next. Will we be able to max this out? It's going to be kind of close. No, we're not going to max that out, but that's understood. So this is good. I want to check in on the status of Hope's End here. So that's still upgrading to Star Fortress. Okay, understood. So for the moment, this is fine. We need so much population growth. We are at 2130, so on the last month tick, we did have 1 pop grow. I mean, that's not a lot, but it's something anyway. Yeah, that pop was immediately put to work. No shockers there. So let's keep an eye on our population on this month tick.
New frontiers established.
Okay, so 2132. One of those, or actually 2 of those, went into this station. That's understood. So we're going to immediately put in a gene clinic and a habitation district, as is the usual. That'll be fine. And I am still quite concerned about the status of our consumer goods. Although our consumer goods and minerals are both trending in the right direction at this point, despite us not doing too much in terms of direct construction to deal with that. So that is a good sign. That, of course, means that we already have the jobs built. We just need them to get populated. We could consider moving some pops around, and that's definitely an interesting option. So we've got Forge Worlds here. What I'm looking for is Factory Worlds, like this one. So there are 16 available jobs here, and a large amount of those are artisan jobs. Okay, so we could definitely consider upgrading the civilian fabricator and then going to resettle and moving some pops in that are doing other jobs right now, like these clerk jobs. So how many do we have available here? We have 9 artisan jobs available, and we're going to have a couple more from these civilian fabricators, but this is fine. I'm going to move in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. That was a lot from Figazar Prime, to be clear. But I wanted to move them here specifically, and you can see we've still got 3 artisan jobs available, but I wanted to do that specifically here to boost up our production of consumer goods, because we're very negative in consumer goods. This is likely going to drive us further negative in minerals, and that is absolutely understood. So for now, what I want to do is I want to resettle here again, but this time from a different location, like, say, Nemean Prime. So we've got artisans here. I'm going to move over one of our enforcers, as well as both of our astrometeorologists here. There we go. Something like that. And now we can see we have 5 available jobs. We've got all 30 artisans here, and you can see that definitely boosted up our consumer goods production. We're low on minerals. That's understood. We're at 2135 pops at this point, and Ostinda can now get its system capital complex going. So let's definitely work on that. Okay, so Ostinda Prime is now in a much, much better position as far as its resource production goes. We are going to get those civilian fabricators done, so we're going to need more pops here eventually. But for now, that seems relatively okay. Monthly exotic gases plus 25%? That's insane. So we acquired a specimen. Okay. So I want to go to our collection here then. And that's the extra dimensional fungus here. It's actually only 18.7%. But even so.
Construction complete.
That's wonderful. That's really, really good.
Building a new home.
So if we check in here, we can see, yeah, plus
complete.
59. No more exotic gas issue for a very long time. That is extraordinarily good. So I love it. That's wonderful. We're also at 2137 pops now. So we're definitely getting these jobs or rather, we're getting these new pops immediately put to work in pre-built jobs that may or may not be useful to our current deficits, right? We're at minus 140 minerals right now. That's okay. We're at minus 123 consumer goods. So we've definitely dropped that down. So right now what I want to do is I want to find like a mining station. I believe we had one, yeah, like this one. So we can put in our mineral purification hubs here, and then we're going to need a bunch of miners. So we're going to need a bunch of them here. I want to go for, not Figazar, I want to go for somewhere like, I'm just thinking about the number of pops in some of these areas. I'm thinking about pulling from a world like this one, where we don't need quite this amount of food coming in. And how many open mining jobs do we have here? 16? Okay, we'll pull 5 from there. And then from this fortress world, we're going to pull some clerks. Okay, there we go. So that looks okay. And now if we check in here, we can see we've still got 5 open mining jobs, but that's still going to be a significant boost. So we can pull in 5 more people. We'll go for, say, this farming world. Something like that. And let's see what that does to our overall production. And we're also going to see a significant boost once this mineral purification hub finishes. Because currently we have 19 miner jobs here. This is going to give us an additional miner job, but also it's going to boost up our minerals from miners by 1 for each of these. So that's going to be another roughly 20 minerals. You can see we are now positive in minerals. So that looks good. And Giedi is going to be able to have its Habitat Central Control upgraded. Let's get that going. And then we're going to need to find another factory world, like Nemean Secundus here. Okay, so we've got a bunch of artisan jobs available here, right? So let's go ahead and upgrade our civilian replica complexes here. And let's consider moving in a number of people here. So let's think about, say, Eunuch Prime. I'm pulling somewhere around 5 farmers out of here, maybe even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pops. I'm going to pull 10 pops over. So that is going to put us at a significant boost of artisans. And now, minus 42. That is definitely a boost. I'm going to pull in a few more pops here from probably another farming world. And you can see our farming income has definitely dropped, and that is absolutely understood. We're just moving pops around at this moment. Boy, I wish I could scroll this further than halfway. That would be nice. We're going to have to go with the old mouse wheel method, which is extraordinarily slow. Okay. So what we're interested in here is just moving pops around and reprioritizing them a bit. We've got this hydroponic station, but this really doesn't matter. So I'm not interested in that. Let's pull from, say, not Tistra. Definitely not Tistra. Maybe CU. Yeah, I'm going to pull some of these clerks. Okay, where's that putting us at? So we currently have two more jobs here. So let's move 2 of these. There. We're maxed on artisans for the moment. Okay, so that's good. We can see we're now positive in consumer goods, but we're back to negative in minerals. Complete. That's understood. Gravitational analysis just finished, and it does not matter which of these we pick. I'm going to take energy credits from jobs because we have economic issues right now. So that's okay. Hope's End also just finished here, so let's go ahead and queue up the Ancient Ramparts. And then we've got that Nebula Refinery there, but we really don't need it at this time. So I'm going to definitely make this be a disruption field generator. And we'll upgrade that Citadel. So that looks wonderful. And now what we need to do is we need to get a few more minerals here. So we've got this mining world here, right? Although it's not much of a mining world. Okay, what else do we have for mining? This is just not very developed. This is interesting. I'm going to switch this over to being an industrial world to boost our output here, because this is not really a mining world at all. We do have some mining jobs available here, 14 of them. So I would like to go into our... Yeah, I'd like to go into here and think about prioritizing these miner jobs for workers. Then I want to bring in 14 pops here. So, where do we want to pull those from? Let's pull them from this ecclesiastical center for the moment. Yeah, we're negative in unity. I don't care that much. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we can go for something along the lines of... I don't want to pull from a tech world if we can help it. We could pull from a generator world, theoretically. But I'm going to pull from here. Okay. So something along the lines of that. That's all of our miners here full. So that looks good. And we can also upgrade this and build a mineral processing hub once the system capital complex is done here. So that should put us positive economically on everything except for Unity. And we'll see what Unity looks like here. We definitely have sacrificed some Unity. And we're going to need a gene clinic here and a habitation district. Let's get that going. We're net negative on minerals right now, but on the month tick, that should change. I'm still going to buy in 10K just in case. I don't want to hit a shortage. So we're going to just check that. Okay, month tick. Boom. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to see economically. So we've managed to move our pops around. We're going to need a lot more pops, no doubt about that. We have a lot of empty jobs here. That's for sure. So getting these jobs filled is going to be a very, very, very big deal for us economically. And it looks like every single pop is currently put to work. We have no unemployment right now. That looks fine. So how long at this point on that mega art installation? That's going to be a while, but that is going to boost up our Unity, and our Unity is really not too bad right now. I don't want to be here. Okay. Our Unity is really not too bad. So that looks good. We can continue to work on our star bases here. We know that we wanted to work on Hell's Maw. So this has got to be really, 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 really close to maxed, right? 21. So that would be... Yeah, we only need a few here, like 10. That is maxed, I believe. Yeah, that should be maxed. Let's double check that on this month tick, but that should be it. So that'll be the Hell's Maw station complete, and we're definitely making solid progress through that. I do want to see our alloy gain go up significantly, but that's going to require pops, right? So that's absolutely going to be some work. Yeah, you can see here, definitely full on those defense platforms at Hell's Maw. So that is looking wonderful there. No issue at all. Now we do have an idle construction ship, which is the Sailing Seabird. Ah, okay. We need to send out our colonization bugs, and so we shall. And then here at Kifatar, we're going to need to build some orbitals. So a minor orbital here. We're going to need a major here. This will be a minor. There we go. This will be a major. This will be a minor over here. This will be a minor. And I'm just looking at the layout of this asteroid belt. It's mildly awkward. But let's come down here, build a minor here, and then come back up here, build a minor. This would be a major. Minor orbital here. This would be a minor orbital. This would be a major orbital. Coming all the way out over here, this will be a minor. And then back over here, we don't need to get the star because it's got a Dyson swarm there. But that's all absolutely fine. Minor orbital here. This will be a major. And then this would be a minor up over this direction. We're lacking alloys. Let's just wait for that month tick, which is right now. There we go. And we'll get another minor orbital out over here. Okay, so something along the lines of that. Looks solid. Beautiful. So we're at 2154 pops now. We are definitely seeing halfway decent pop growth. Yeah. We need a lot more pops, right? Every single one of these, like, look at this, 25 available jobs here. Now, a lot of this is because we moved. I don't think we actually moved off of Medoc Prime. This we recently colonized, and we just need to fill this out. So that's absolutely understood. We are prioritizing the medical worker there. So yeah, we absolutely need pop growth in a lot of areas. And that's okay. We will be delighted to see these jobs fill out. That is absolutely going to be necessary. But for now, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue to focus on getting our pop growth done. I'd like to continue to optimize our alloy generation. Our number there is quite low. The fact that we're positive and everything else is a good sign, but we had to do it by sacrificing our food and unity generation. It's okay. It's not the end of the world, but it is a little sad, and we definitely want to get these pops sorted. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Andy McGar, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.